In this question, it's given that figure 4 shows the sketch of the part of the curve C with the equation y is equal to f of x, where f of x is equal to 3x minus 2 square into x minus 4. This is the curve given here. In part A, question is saying deduce the value of x for which f of x is greater than 0. Now, the condition given here is f of x is greater than 0. So you have to find the value of x for which it will be greater than 0. So what is our f of x? F of x is 3x minus 2 square into x minus 4 greater than 0. Obviously, this value will always be greater than 0. Okay. So that's why I will just put x minus 4 greater than 0. So I will get x is greater than 4 here. So it means the value of x for which f of x should be greater than 0 will be if you have x greater than 4. Because here the value doesn't matter whatever value you have. You have a whole square here. The only value that can make it negative will be in this part. So it means if this part is greater than 0, because this is always positive, it can never be negative. So it can be negative also. So to make this complete f of x greater than 0, this x minus 4 should be greater than 0. So from here we found that x is greater than 4. So this is answer to part A. Now part B is saying expand f of x to the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. We have to expand it in this form. Now let's say this is our f of x, that is 3x minus 2 square into x minus 4. Now first apply a minus b whole square formula in this one. What it will become, f of x will be equal to, on this apply the formula, it will become 9x square plus 4 minus 2 into first into second. So 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 3 will be 12, 12x and into x minus 4. Now multiply them because we have to write it in this form. So now 9x square with x, it will become 9x cube. 9x square with minus 4 will be minus 36x square. Now then 4 with both of them, 4x minus 16. Then minus 12 with both of them, it will be minus 12x square plus 48x. So from here we will have f of x is equal to 9x cube. This is minus 36x minus 12. So it's minus 48x square. This is 4x plus 48x is 52x minus 16. So we write it in the that form. Clearly the coefficient of x cube shown here is a. So we can say that the value of a is, we are having a equals to 9, b is equal to minus 48, c is equal to 52, and d is equal to minus 60. So that was asked to write. We wrote it in this form. After that was our part B, which was just 3 marks, simple basic algebra question, not complicated at all. Easily you can solve that one. Okay. Then part C. Let's first read the description of the part C. It's given that the line L, also shown in the figure 4, passes through the y-intercept of C and is parallel to the x-axis. Now it's shown that this is the line L. You can clearly see this is curve C, and this is line L, dotted line you can see. It's passing through the y-intercept. Here is the y-intercept, yes, and it's crossing it at this point and at this point. Okay, these are the points where the line L is crossing to this one. So cuts C again at the point P and Q, also as shown in the figure. So using the algebra and showing your working, find the length of the line PQ, writing your answer in this form, k square root of 3, where k is the constant to be found. So we have to find, actually, for finding the length of the line PQ, somehow what we have to do, we need to find the coordinate of these points. The coordinate of P and the coordinate of the point Q we have to determine. Okay, to do so, line L is shown here, uh, that is passing through the y-intercept of the C and is parallel to the x-axis. If any line is parallel to x-axis, yes. Now, what is the y-intercept of this curve actually? Remember, whenever you have the cubic equation, this is our cubic equation, okay? This is cubic equation. So its y-intercept is this value. This value will always give us a y-intercept. And it's given that this line L has the y-intercept, read this equation, y-intercept of C. It means its y-intercept is same as the y-intercept of C. What is that? That is minus 16. It means it is given that, and it is parallel to x-axis. A line parallel to x-axis will always be y is equal to uh, any constant value. Y is equal to y-intercept actually. So y-intercept for this one is given, we found it in the previous part, that it is minus 16. So in other words, it is given that the equation of line for L, it is given that y is equal to minus 16. This is the equation for the line L. Now, both the lines are crossing. You can clearly see here the point of intersection of the lines are, if we look at this one, this is one of the point of intersection of this line. The other is P and Q. So to find P and Q, it means this is one of our, this is f of x. F of x is equal to y. Yes, this is our y. Y is equal to 9x cube minus 48x square plus 52x minus 16. And the other y is this minus 16. So if you equate them, you will have this equation now, 9x cube minus 48x square plus 56x minus 16 is equal to minus 16. Because this y, this y, so equate them. After equating them, we are getting this equation now here. So now what we have to do, we will try to solve this equation. That will become 9x cube minus 48x square plus 56x minus 16 plus 16 equals to 0. So from here we will have now 9x cube minus 48x square plus 56x equals to 0. So this is our equation now. Now solve this to get the values of P and Q. So what I will do here for solving this equation, I can take, this is cubic equation. So always for cubic equation, first you can check whether you have common. So x is common here. It will become 9x square minus 48x plus 50, sorry, it's not 56, it's 52. This is 52. So plus 52 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0. I'm going to get x is equal to 0, or the other option is this whole value will be equal to 0. So the second option, we are going to take 9x square minus 48x plus 52 is equal to 0. Now if you look at this one, this value is actually x is equal to 0, because obviously this one, for where we know that now this is minus 16, but here the value of x is 0. So now we have to find this one and this one. Once we will find these points, so then we will be able to find the length of this line. So let's find the x coordinate of these first. Let's solve it to get the values of x here. This is a quadratic now. In this quadratic, I'm having a is equal to 9, b is equal to minus 48, and c is equal to 52. Okay, now use the quadratic formula to solve this one. X will be equal to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So you will put the values and solve it. I'm going to use the calculator here right now, so it will save my time. Clearly, a is equal to 9, b is equal to minus 48, and c is equal to 52. So the value of x that I'm going to get is 8 plus 2 square root of 53, 2 square root of 3 divided by 3. This is one value. and the other value of x is minus that one. That's 8 minus 2 square root of 3 over 3. So these are the two values of x. Okay. Obviously, if you check them, so one of the value is p and the other value is q here. So if you look at this one, this is one is p, one is q. The near one is q. The near one is the p, and the far one is q. And we know very well that the y coordinate of these is already minus 16. Their y coordinate is already minus 16. So if you will write the coordinate, these coordinates, for example, check them. If you change it into decimal, it is 1.51. Okay. And for the other one, if you change into decimal, so it is 3.82. Okay. So mean the positive value, this is the larger value. So this is for q. So if you write the coordinate of q, it will be 8 plus 2 square root of 3 over 3. And the y coordinate is obviously minus 16. And coordinate of p now will be 8 minus 2 square root of 3 over 3, and the y coordinate is minus 16. So these are p and q, because this value is a smaller value, and p you can see in the diagram, p is nearer. So this value will be smaller, this is a larger value. That's it. So now for finding p, q, use the distance formula. What is the distance formula? If you say this is x1, y1, x2, y2, sorry, p is the first point. So I will say this x1, y1, and this will be x2, y2. So now I have to solve this one. X2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So use this formula here. It is going to be x2. x2 is 8 plus 2 square root of 3 over 3 minus x1 is 8 minus 2 square root of 3 over 3 square plus y2. y2 is minus 16 minus y1 is minus 16. So their square. So now what this will become, use calculator, it's better, save the time, and there is no restriction also on using, of course, on using the calculator. So now it will be square root of, in the brackets you have now 8 plus 2 square root of 3 divided by 3 and minus 8 minus 2 square root of 3 divided by 3 their whole square, and this factor clearly will become 0. Okay, so just solve that one. Your answer is 4 square root of 3 over 3. The question is saying your answer should be in this form. It should be in k square root of 3 form. So we can write it in that form. It can be 4 square root of 3 over 3. If I, I can write it in this way, 3 power 1 over 2 over 3. It will be like 3 power 1 over 2 minus 1. Or let it be in this form, because if I will take it in this form, it will become actually 3 power minus 1 over 2, which will become 1 over 3 power 1 over 2, which will be 1 over square root of 3. But we don't have to write in that form. The answer should be in this form, k square root of 3 form. So you can write it k 4 over 3 into square root of 3. So it means your value of k is 4 over 3. That is the value of k we have to find here.